Ted.
Success is not just handed over to you. Everyone definitely needs to do some hard work and make some sacrifices in order to achieve it. Despite the fact that Theodore Roosevelt was born privileged, he still struggled to breathe, and he became one of the most important and influential people the world has ever known. How did Teddy manage many of his major roles in the U.S. government? How did he acquire all of the success? And how can Teddy Roosevelt's daily routine help you achieve more than you ever thought was possible? Hello and welcome to our channel, Mentor. Today we are here with another amazing video, so stay with us until the end to find out more. Theodore Roosevelt, also known as Teddy Roosevelt, was the youngest person to become president of the United States. Let's begin with the life journey of the 26th president of the United States. Teddy was born on October 27, 1858 in New York City. He was the second child in his house. His father was a glass importer and one of New York City's leading philanthropists. Theodore suffered from asthma since he was a child. He had a hobby of reading books. Sources claim that he used to read books in his family library about wild animals, hunting trips, and faraway places. Theodore was also one of the finest students at Harvard University and graduated in the year 1880. Roosevelt became a public figure by his entry in politics when he won his first election as a New York State Assemblyman. During his 3 years in the Assembly, Roosevelt was known as a progressive reformer who aligned himself with Democratic Governor Grover Cleveland. During his time in presidency, he developed a number of routines to help him achieve his goals, and each was ruthlessly efficient. Teddy's routine is explained by author Edmund Morris in one of his books as The Rise of Theodore Roosevelt. Roosevelt explained that he would spend no more than a quarter of the typical day studying, which typically amounted to only a couple of hours. Despite spending significantly less time on his classwork than his fellow students, he still managed to achieve honors in 5 of his 7 first-year classes. He always started his days by mapping out his schedule from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., making notes on every day's class, daily athletic training, and lunch. Also, the schedule he followed in his presidency was quite amazing, which included waking up at 7 in the morning and having breakfast straight away. Creating speeches was a major part of his daily routine, which he used to do more than 3 times a day for half an hour. His daily schedule also consisted of following many of his hobbies. He also used to read books alone in his car during the night at 11 p.m. He always slept around midnight. Well, that type of daily schedule will surely turn a few heads. But there is...
This guy. I'll bring this up because I'm chasing the rabbit here. We'll do this.
Is it okay? Can I take your picture? Yeah. Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
This woman has just panned her concentrates down. You can see the mercury in the
This is how
pan.
it come to me. Now, he did 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
This is how it hit me. Imagine me as Sharps guy. This is the video of the SCP dark web I hit. Me.
So this is how they do it. She's rubbing the mercury around. You can see it beating up.
We already did a video on that.
She just panned down
because I think it is relative here.
all the stuff off the top.
I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. It's like, oh my goodness, how could the Sharps guy let this happen? And it's like, well, if you do the test, without ever a Sharps guy being there, I'm sure it's happened before.
So she's going to take the amalgam in her pan and wring it out in that cloth.
People with the pathological degree of achievement motivation. This is scary. The person that might have a tendency to get promoted is the one that's looking out for themselves. In some cases. Again, it's important to say this isn't like the entire military. But I certainly saw people in the military.
Now, why would this be kind of one of those important things I would make on a shirt?
That does happen. Yep, there's no doubt about it. It happens less than you would think.
There comes the
A lot of
mercury.
times that transparency.
I just got done watching this one before I did the review on this one. It happens a lot, especially with the way my 42 Ednos is.
But it didn't happen. There are grounds for thinking that incompetent commanders tend to be those who the need to
define that 42, this would be that force.
According to J.W.
T800, T850.
Such people tend to eschew activities which they may show up in
B,
so refrain from taking on any skill task where there aren't any doubts about the outcome. So people that are just concerned about themselves, they'll only go into jobs where that's what they're trying to do. They're
14, 20, 17.
How much gold is that, Solomon, you think?
Limiting factor here is O2.
As a special
Or
lab,
2
what they need to achieve, it is the very nature of trying which exposes them to that which they feel most
So a
failure.
tenth of a gram.
They are like people who try to climb mountains out of fear of heights.
And then what will
It
she
would not
do
be
with that?
surprising to find that such people
17.
are attracted to and prosper in services for
Let's look around town. There was a number I left at the end of this. It was like, so what happens if...
commerce.
Now, she lives in a town Shanty where that changed over. I mean, we're talking about Kenya. Here.
Without explicit approval.
17. Last time the mine guys been around there after the cleanup of the incident point, sure probably was in America. When's the last time we did a second review on this lady? Now, if it died of mercury poison, she died of mercury poison on the farm in this area in town. The MOS, whose job? Talking about kids. One's in high school, one's 12.
What you're describing, he's right. Yeah, I've seen it. And
Where you take this guy, this one, Echo, and you do this, and it should be. What I don't understand is what burns you over to think, oh, well, I'll take a $20,000 bribe over owning that town because there's a better investment on it. It's just lazy.
but it happens enough that you will see it. You're not going to go a career and go, oh, I never saw that. Every single time. It's right
Well, what is there? It's like, I mean, this guy come out here, Kenya, come out there. If there is a gang structure out there in gold country, and he's the mine guy, and he come back to America, he's still living. This is 17. We've made more videos. 2 years.
You know, I'm going to cookie cutter job that's been done. I think the template, Jocko's going to hand it off to me. Here's here's the script. Follow the script. Low profile,
1 gram is
low
3,000
risk.
Kenyan
You're going to
shillings.
look good in the end, and you're going to get promoted. There are those
Like a
jobs
little
out
spoon
there.
rolled
But
up.
now, like I said, there's a second review on the mine shaft to that safety index. Kenya.
Or really, there wasn't a lot of history behind them, so you know, I'm remembering a couple
Now,
of
he
times
went back
when I
home. I'm
was
sure this is not his
in an
town.
organization where,
We're all watching.
you know, I was being told, hey,
You're a Mzungu. We're
hey,
white
if this
people.
fails, it's going to
White man.
destroy the whole thing. Like, oh, that's
Children are very interesting.
okay. That's awesome. I think I've told this story before.
I'm talking about 365 squared. Sonny's gonna have to toss you out of the iRobot tower. I meant that. That's how you power the free energy generating Tesla, the cars for the challenge, the SpaceX. Tesla's stock numbers hitting an area. Because that's where it is. I mean, that's where it would be efficiency to America as the gravitational index. Like, there's units. They pose a system. It may not be the best one. Sometimes the militia does its own thing, but it's going to separate you different. It's like you could take some groups and learn some stuff that rips you away different from any individual tribe base or structure. Now, I know what you are thinking, but there are.
But you can't crash an airplane. Wow, that's.
Ooh, boy, she got some
Roger that.
charm.
You know what I mean? Like, if you crash an airplane, we're going to lose the program. Ringo's going to lose that gear.
And this would be standard model, right? Bar safety video.
The risk of losing is a lot.
Where you see that kind of,
The benefit of winning.
not just this. There's some normal things, but there's
Zero risk. Or, you know, the flip side is, hey, if I go 2 years as a squadron commander, everything goes great, I'm going to get a firm
You
handshake
tell
and a
me.
congratulations. And
Now later on in the end of this, we're talking about gold coming from
because the system is
metal
just moving along.
to jewelry.
But if I screw it up,
5 a.m.
Right there, you saw it? It was right there.
the aversion to that. Like, hey, would you rather have a guaranteed win, with, you know, a guaranteed marginal win with no chance of losing, or high
Now
risk
he
of failure?
did amazing sharps job right here. I'm talking about a 20 millimeter sharps tip. That's what this passing through everything.
So you're the squadron commander. You get told don't crash any birds.
80 grams a day. Oh, 8
Gotta be
grams.
hot.
Okay, so
How
that's
weird
about
it is. Like, he's probably mad as shit about something coming. I'm big gorilla. I'm a bigger gorilla white devil.
Job is to fly as much as humanly possible.
nitric acid.
I think he said it once. I'm not sure.
Taking his gold
You have to
button.
understand this. Like,
And
there
he's
is nothing
using
that I
nitric
can do
acid,
personally
and that's-
short of
that's-
It
shutting down
is a real thing. It's like there's stuff about tribes and language that they speak, and Maybe you don't, but it's the witch doctor in town that you gotta get through.
My best chance of me being successful is to micromanage
Saudis, man, I can tell you.
as opposed to trying to micromanage all of it.
And that's such a good point because
boiling it in nitric acid.
fly as little as you
Here we are.
possible, which means everyone's
Go, where's the V?
Thank you very much. Thank you very
It's
much.
high return to easy. Micah mine come through. It's like
They're still
the hard ones are turning 18-year-old Americans.
everything right, and you know what?
And how much gold will they get in quality?
You want to quit? I mean, to these guys outside, that is rainy day.
Especially brand new
5K per day. Per day.